we got a variety of things we're going to do in this video. I want to spend a little time just about the importance of Record Store Day, kind of the changes that have happened, what I'm looking for Record Store Day, and what I like and don't like. But first, I have a couple channels that I like a lot, and that have always been very good to me, and I want to make sure that I give them some support, some support on their contest. And the first is my buddy Chance at Concert Buddy. Hey buddies, pow, pow, pow. Yes, Chance. He is holding a contest. And the whole idea of this contest was to make it so easy that even I could do it. That's how he developed it. This was totally built around the thought that what can Steve really handle? And how can we simplify it so he can actually get this done right? And here it is. So the first part is subscribe to his channel, which I did. I think I was number 2, maybe, to subscribe to his channel. So question number 1, subscribe to his channel and let him know. But now number 2 is you can get another point. And he's giving away records. Actually, a Vinyl Me Please subscription for 3 months, which, wow, that's a big deal. Plus, I think a $50 gift card. And I believe he is autographing pictures of himself for consolation prizes. But the second part is he said, shout out some channels, VC channels that you really, really liked. He say VC channels or just YouTube channels? Because I watch a lot of travel channels. I mean, a lot. Guys that go, like, take the highways. That's kind of a passion. And when I retire, hopefully, I can do that. But we're going to talk some VC channels that I truly, truly enjoy. And I watch a lot of channels. And if I'm commenting on you, I like your channel. Otherwise, I'm not going to waste my time with it. And so there is a lot. But I tell you, probably the one, he's kind of erratic right now, but the Vinyl Douche has always been a favorite. Not only that, he has slippers at his house for me when I come in because he knows I'm old and I get cold feet, and he has a heating pad for me. So, Sam's great. But the Vinyl Douche is always, he shows the new music that I'm not aware of, and he plays these samples or actually shows video clips of them, and it really brought me into learning about new music, what is going on out there. I try to keep up, and I can't. And Sam has always been able to do that. And I've bought a lot of records because of what Sam has done. And I really miss that channel, though it's been really, really good for my pocketbook. And another one that really gets me to buy a lot is Jeff at 33 RPM Vinyl. And Jeff, he's out of Canada, and he is the king of the edibles. So talks a lot about that, but he shows a lot of new music, and most of it's within the psych realm, within, you could say, shoegaze type stuff. It is really interesting music. And again, he will play these samples. He doesn't talk much. He just kind of shows it, says a little bit, and plays the music. And it has really had me, again, buying a lot of music. So those are 2 channels that have really I've reached out. Another one, but he doesn't make videos anymore, was Tales from the Crate, Andrew Tales from the Crate, and that was just like required watching 101 if you really want to learn something. So but I do miss him. Now there was a third way you can enter. You want a third entry point, and that's just to mention Chance's video. So Concert Buddy contest, just to mention it on one of your other videos. So please check out Concert Buddy. He's such a nice guy. He really, really is. He is He's young. He's kind of young to be watching my channel, quite honestly. He does not fit my demographics. But, he's been chasing down these 90s originals and, the music. And he puts in all these video clips. The guy, he's really smart at doing this stuff. He just makes me look really primitive. So, we've traded VCLT with each other. And I just totally love him. He has a great energy. So that's his contest. Oh, there's one. I want to do another call out, though, to another channel that has cost me money as part of Chance's video. And that's the Vinyl Ambassador. And that's Dave at the Vinyl Ambassador. And he has a contest going also. He just started. Dave has never won a contest. He's been in the VC for years, and we're talking over a decade. Has never won a single contest. I was trying to beat him, and I finally won a contest for the first time 4 or 5 years. Dave never has. And I don't know, maybe he should rig this one so he wins his own contest. I think that might, help him out there. But Dave, I love this. This man is... he communicates with me. He'll text me. He's called me. Dylan had Zamrock Records. We're out shopping. I get this call. It's Dave. He goes, you got to watch this thing with Dylan. He's got these records. He sends me pictures. Dave costs me a lot of money. He's always looking out to spend my money. He's not looking for a punk album for me now. So I appreciate it. But he's having a contest, and his contest is to show an album that has the worst ringwear. And as I'm doing this, it has suddenly occurred to me that I haven't even looked for that album. So I don't want to have it to show. So we're going to come back to this in just, a few minutes, I guess, and show an album with a lot of ringwear. So hold on, everyone, all right? All right, finding things with ringwear was a little harder than expected. Primarily, number one, because when I restarted the collection, I wasn't buying much that had any ringwear. I don't need it. I'll just wait for something else. Now, my old collection, I was just buying whatever. I'll take this, I'll take that. I had a lot of awesome ringwear, but now not so much. But Dave, I think I came up with some stuff. So some of these, it's not that bad. We have Pretty in Pink. There's some, when you have black or white, that's what you need to look for if you want some good ringwear. There's a little bit on that one. We have Beach Baby, there on the sand. Got a little ring going on. You can see that. It's not too bad, though. That's all right. How about Metal? We got some ringwear there. We got some ringwear here. Nothing terrible. You wouldn't be embarrassed to have that. But then I did find this. And I'll take it out of the plastic so we don't shine. This is probably my most ringy, weariest. But I wanted this album. And that does have a full moon. It's like the dark side of the moon here or something. Look at that. We have the full, complete circle. And on the back also. This, ladies and gentlemen, this is a great example of good ringwear. This is awesome. It is so beautifully symmetrical. And look how it just encompasses the group. I think, in all honesty, it's added a lot to this album. And it's really made this into much more of a work of art. So exciting. So thrilling. Wow. Pretty impressive. So Dave, I hope you like that. And this is Dave's first contest. So please look at the VC ambassador. He changed his name. He used to be Local Bandography, but no. Now we got to change our name to the VC ambassador. And then of course Concert Buddy. Chance at Concert Buddy. Please look at both those channels. Jump into the contest or just subscribe to them. And the chances one, you don't have to make a video. All you got to do is sub him. And you don't have to make a video. Just put in comments, I subbed your channel. There you have it. So take a look at that. All right. Now, on to Record Store Day picks. It's Record Store Day. I've been doing Record Store Day many years. It's always been really, really exciting. As I've gotten older, it's kind of lost some of its zing for me. But here's the thing. Record Store Day is extremely important. And whether I'm excited or not, it doesn't matter. It is important for the record stores. This is a chance to highlight vinyl. It gets national exposure because of it. It brings more people in. It creates interest. It creates hype. If you're a record store, this is the chance to bring in people that might never have visited your store before, and they come in and they see it for the first time. And they can look around and see what else you have. It is important. Now, it's not like record stores make a lot of money. Record Store Day, in all honesty, probably doesn't create a lot of profit. It makes sales, but maybe not profit, because the margins are pretty tight on Record Store Day because it's new stuff. There's a TV up above me going on, so I'm flipping in and out in colors here. In a hotel room. So it is important, and it brings people in. At Record Store Day, it's changed. It's changed in a good way. Maybe not for me personally, but for what needs to be done. It has changed to bring in younger people, to bring in a broader band of collectors. I mean, when Record Store Day first, started, it was very exciting. There wasn't nearly as many releases, but there's a Jimi Hendrix, there's a Pink Floyd. I mean, you had classic rock. And Record Store Day focused heavily upon classic rock because that's what the collectors at the time were buying. With Vinyl Resurgence, it's brought in a large batch of other collectors. And now it's totally different. And in order to keep them interested, to keep them excited, you have to change things up. And you have to start bringing in newer albums, more contemporary pop albums, things like that. And it's extremely important. It's important for the industry. It's important for the collector, for the record stores, just to get in a younger audience. So, extremely important. Maybe for me, not as important, because now many things it doesn't appeal to me. You see, all the picture discs, my God, picture disc keeps increasing. And maybe you don't like picture discs. I'm not a big fan, but a lot of people do. And you keep seeing them because people are buying them. So just because you don't like it doesn't mean everyone else doesn't like it. Many people do. I mean, if no one was buying them, you wouldn't see any picture discs. The amount of EPs, extended play albums, is just mind-boggling. It's a cheaper way to make an album. It's a cheaper way to put it out, because a lot of Record Store Day albums are hitting $40. I could put out an extended play, it's $20. Suddenly you think you're getting a good deal. There's not many songs on there, but it lowers down the price. And then there's the demos. Oh my goodness. I'll tell you, what's more exciting than a demo? What did it originally sound like when they created this? What were they thinking? Here's what it sounds like. And we love to go back and find these archives of demos. I noticed on this Record Store Day, a lot of the items were first. First meaning it's going to come out again. Even a Record Store Day exclusives, for instance, like the War Box set that came out, I don't know, was it last year that one came out? I think it said exclusive. Well, another company took it and produced it and put it out, so it still came out. Here's the thing for Record Store Day. It used to be that if you didn't get a Record Store Day, you're not getting it. You're not going to find it. It's done. Now, quite honestly, it's easy to get. You can find things out there. You can find it later. You can go online. There's so many items that they're producing that people can't buy it all, and there's a lot left over. I still, record store after record store, still bins full of record store day stuff from the past. I just picked up one that was considered extremely hard to find. There it was. It was just sitting there waiting for me to come pick it up. The merchandise is out there, and you know, I don't find this need that I need to be in line. I had always, for years, first in line. But the line might only be 50 to 100 people now, but Lord knows, you know, basically you could take a record store lead line. If you put all those people, it'd probably go around the earth. Yeah. So if you're patient, you can find it. It's going to come up. Kind of one of my beefs is when I think of Radio Wasteland, my local store, he can get in maybe a couple boxes. He has a hard time getting it. You know, if he can get one, if he can get two, he's lucky. But you go to these bigger, suppose independent record stores, and they have pallets and pallets of it. And so the little guys, the ones that really need it, have a hard time getting it, because the big dogs ate all the food. And I think that's a shame, because when it came out, it was really to support, the independent record stores. And there's mostly just a lot of little guys out there. Well, now things have changed. And the little guys are fighting to get anything. And I think that's kind of sad, but it's the way it is. So many reissues are part of Record Store Day. And it's a crazy amount of reissues. Some of the stuff you can find, very cheap if you just go into the bins, but let's put out a reissue on it. It's, I still think, again, it's very, very important, but just, I'm not that excited about it anymore. And, more of my money will go into finding original albums instead of this. But there was some stuff on here that I did find fairly interesting, and I want to go through. We'll walk through some of it and kind of show you some of the things that I'm looking at. And we can kind of get a feel for some of this. So let's start off with, okay, I'm looking at the record store list here and just seeing what we have. I wrote down some of these. Oh, there we go. That's the first one. Eric Burdon and War. They are putting out their another box set. And there we go. Eric Burdon and War. And so this is the first 4 albums. Now I have the other War box set. I'm buying this. In all honesty, I like the later War better that I have in the stuff without Eric Burdon. But I didn't know there was 2,500. What in the hell is my work phone's just beating the... It's after 7. Why are they bothering me, texting me? I don't know. We'll find out. So, but this is the 4 LP set. And 2,500 of them are out there. It's an exclusive. The other one that came out was an exclusive, but now you can find it anywhere you want. Someone else took it, and it's probably just another subsidiary of that company and put it out. So exclusive, I don't even know really what does that mean anymore. Oh well, that's fine. I'm still going to get it. I think that's kind of the main thing that I really was interested in. There is this one here. Now this is demos. And this is the Heartbreakers. And so I put it down just because it is the Heartbreakers. I am interested in it. Here's my thing with demos. If you are a completist, it's probably great. But the fact is, I've bought in demos, and I put it on, and I play it, and then it might never get played again. You know why? It's a demo. If it was that great, it would have been on the main, it would have been on the album. But it wasn't. It was a demo. And And so I wind up, you spend a bunch of money, and you don't really play it. It's pretty crazy, you know, and I'm really rethinking those things, and I go, well, I'd listen to it, and it comes to that. Now, there's 4,000 of these. It's a Record Store Day first release. It'll be back out. So if I don't get it, whoop-de-doo. It's okay. It's not a big deal. Here's another one. This one will be pretty popular. There's going to be 5,000 of them. It's Jimi Hendrix. So we got classic rock. So, you know, the old dudes, you know, we're going to go out. You know, I'm not like a diehard Jimi Hendrix fan, but it's a 2 LP set. I'm just afraid it's going to be kind of spendy. You know, 2 LP set now, is that going to be $50, $40? I'm not sure, but it can't be too cheap. Then there was this one. It was only $2,400. Again, first release. I mean, so many of these are first releases. The Nashville Pussy. Fun kind of a rock band. They're okay. Yeah, I had a couple of their albums back in the day. Quite honestly, I didn't listen to it. You know what? Screw it. I really don't need it. I'm not. There we go. We've already chopped one off, because how often am I going to listen to it? Or if I was to get an original of something else, I'm going to play that all the time. So this one here interested me, but there's only 900 of them. Overwhelming Color Fast. Doesn't that look neat? Overwhelming Color Fast. It's just 900. It's a regional focus, so it probably won't be around here. It says it's Bay Area Foundation pop punk band, building sharp hooks with rawness of early Ooskadoo, and became local favorites of the scene. So anything time you put in with kind of like Ooskadoo, I'm really kind of all in on that. So if I saw that, but a regional focus, chances are it's not making it to Michigan. But if it does, there it'll be. Would I go out and try to find it? Nah, it's not that big a deal. This is another one that interested me. There's only 1,000 of them. Puccio and his Latin Soul Brothers. That sounds pretty interesting. The opening track of 1972 Super Freak is a brilliant, nearly sidelong melody of 3 tracks from Curtis Mayfield's Superfly. The title track, Pusherman, of course, Freddie's Dead, heavy, druggy, psychedelic with thick organ, wah-wah guitars, and melody sounds more like the psychedelic Soul of War or even funkadelic than the sparkling Latin jazz of Puccio's earlier albums. So, again, that one sounds super neat. I would say of everything on here, if I saw that, but it's a first release, guess what? It'll be out again. So if I don't get it, I don't get it. I just saved myself some money. And only 1,000 of those. That's really... There's always other things. You go in there and you get excited, you get caught up in it, and you wind up finding a few more things. But for the most part, I don't have a lot, and I think that would do it. It's important. This is an important day. I think obviously spring is much better than the Black Friday, but you know, support it. Support Record Store Day. You know, go out, at least go in, buy a used album. That's where they make their money. That's how you really support a record store. Buying their used vinyl. See what kind of exciting things they have there. So I gotta go find out why my phone is just, they're texting up a storm. Well, I don't know what's up with my team or whatever, but we'll take a look. But thanks everyone for tuning in for this midweek of the contest entries for Concert Buddy and VC Ambassador and my Record Store Day picks. I'm gonna go finish my cheesecake. Bye.